Hi, and welcome to part 2. I didn't want to do this off camera, so I'm going to take my all-nighter. I did the Huda side, and I'm going to spray her in and dry her out. All right, so that you guys don't miss a beat. This is what I did. I used the all-nighter, and like I said in my previous video, in my hack, once this finishes, if I cannot afford to buy another one at the moment, I will be refilling it with this. I buy it for $6.99 to $7.99 in your Ulta. Okay? So I will refill it because it's very close to the Ulta matte. It's very close. Like, just as good. You know? But nothing beats all nighter, but it's just as good. Yeah. No one has... If you know something that beats all nighter, let me know. Let a girl know. But as far as the dupe, because this is our dupe series. I was going to say dupe week, but no. It's our dupe series. And not Siri as an iPhone. Series as in more than one. It's a show. All right, so here we go. We're going to do Athena side. So, this is the Athena. I'm going to use Purity as my all over lid shade. So let me set up with the same primer I used for the other eye. Alright, I had previously cleaned my brush, but I want you guys to see me doing it. You can see like that. So we're starting with it. I know it looks like there's pigment, but we're starting with a clean brush. Let me see. I'm going to dry it out on a towel that I have here to get the rest of the pigment out. I want to be very, very fair. See? Very, very fair. Let me see, it's still pigment. Okay. There we go. Ooh, don't you just hate that happen? I hate that happen. Linda's quiet because she's sleeping, guys. So I don't think she's going to be as active in this video as she was in the previous. Like, she literally has her head cocked to her back and it's hiding under her wing. So she's a little quiet birdie now. All right, Purity. And I'm just going to put it all over. I think you know what it is. It's really quiet. I'm used to having the music on, and I feel like a little bit upset that not all my videos, but there's this like, I guess when it plays a certain song that's copywritten and YouTube sends me, and it's not bad, and it says I don't have to take action, but they send me an email talking about it. It's like, oh, here I go, I messed up again. And it's like, I want music, but I'm doing all this on my phone and I'm not ready to get all techie, because it's like I want to stay as relatable as possible. Like, if you guys were to do this, it would be the same thing. Like, it's you know, it's gonna take time to do your makeup. It does take time to do your makeup. A lot of us don't know how to edit, or it takes us time, and somebody gives us an opportunity and teaches us or helps us along the way, then we end up learning. And I'm like, I'm all for evolving slowly. It's fine. So here we go. I feel, not gonna lie, straight off the back, I still see a lot of like the darkness, where when I use the desert sand, I felt it gave me like a very clean slate. I still, in Purity, I still see darkness. So I just wanted to state that. All right, second color I'm going to be using is Valor. See my window. Valor. That means there's still sunlight. So happy that I get to do this look at this time, which is 3:32. It's 3:32, and it's exciting that I have so much sunlight to work with. Okay, so I'm just gonna do what I did on the other side. So we're going in with Valor. I will say, once you look at the swatch, if you saw the swatches before seeing this video, am I right? I feel like the Athena palette is more pigmented in many of its colors than the Huda. I was in shock. And Huda had 2 to 3 shades. I know you'll see it on the swatch. Huda had 2 to 3 shades that were really patchy, where Athena's, it was patchy, but it has so much pigmentation that you know you could blend the baby out. Because I feel this one is very pigmented. I don't know. I always thought using natural light would make a better video. See, it's like very pigmented. But you still don't get to see what I see. I see a nice peachy pink. What do you guys see? I see like from here that I'm looking, the monitor, I see like yellowish, and then this is just like a bland, you know, like a tan, but it's so weird. All right. Now, so then boom, boom, boom. Okay. Next up, I'm going to go into, it's called Heroic. I'm just trying to read these words. This is Heroic. So that's the one I went into. Heroic is amber. So valor is Eden and purity is desert sand, just to keep, you know, you updated. So Heroic is amber. And this is exactly what I did on my first video. On part 1 of, I will, by this time, I would know what I'm going to call this exactly. I don't know whether I should call this the Dupe versus Brand series, or Dupe versus Brand part 1. And then in the description box, I will write that's a series, because it's going to be a few videos. Because I'm doing this one, the Desert Dusk against the Bad Habit Athena palette. And I'm going to be doing, the next video will be, I know I set this up. Let me look real quick. The next video will be, okay, the You Can Be Dusk palette against the Huda Rose Gold palette remastered. I wish I had the original. I would have loved to put the original against its own, like brand versus brand. So that's the next video coming up. And then we're going to hit, because the most exciting one is the, the most exciting one for me is, I know this is the Huda Desert Dust is the second palette. The original Rose Gold is the first, but as you can see, I don't have it. So we're going to go in the order that, from what I have, happened. So, you know, remaster happened after Desert Dust. So I'm doing Desert Dust first. All right, now I'm going to go into Power. Power is equivalent to Saffron. And like I said, I was just going to put it in the very edge. Because I want the glitters to be more prominent. Is that right? Did I even say that right? I want the glitters to be the star of the show, to have more than the colors, you know? I want the glitters to shine. Okay. I'm telling you, like this, I feel this is so, this eye never gets a great, unless I'm using the tape, and never gets a great shape. And I'm aware of that. And I'm fine with that. You know how there's always one better brow, one better eye. This is not the best one. So I'm giving who the good eye. So it's like, shoot. Almost cursed really bad. All right. What's next is the glitter glue. I'll be right back. Okay, so taking the shader brush I used previously. Oh no, that's not what I did, didn't I? I did this. I flattened it, and I went. Oh, I cleaned it up. I cleaned both sides just to be fair. I was like, you know what? Let me make this fair. I want it to look pretty. So I just took a little pad, put a little Bioderma, and cleaned it up. Okay. I'm concentrating so hard to keep my mouth closed. Alright. I think that did good. Alright. I might have to clean it up again. I just want it to be fair because I cleaned up here after the fact. So I forgot to do the bottom part. So then now I cleaned up after the fact. So here we go. Nice and fair. It looks very, very close, guys. I personally at the moment cannot tell the difference. Alright, so I'm going to take the same shader brush which I cleaned. Let me put it on the towel. Make sure I get a fresh, clean brush. Yes. See? Clean. Alright. So I use Celestial in the Huda, which would be Cunning. It would be Cunning in the Athena palette. So let's give this a go. Oh, wow. I'm telling you, the Athena palette, I'm not lying. It is like all the shadows are so much more pigmented. Except, I'm going to be honest, Twilight and yeah, Twilight. If you watch, if you go on IG, if you see the swatches, OMG. Twilight, it's undupable. As far between these two, Twilight cannot be duped. Athena's does not come close. And Athena's is called Epic. This one. That's like Twilight. I have to show you that. Twilight. Do you see all that shimmer? It's just, it's in a category on its own. So Epic, unfortunately, cannot come close. That's Epic. It doesn't. And you'll see on the swatch. It is amazing. But this Cunning is so much more stronger. It is than Celestial. I see it. I didn't even use my finger. And with Celestial, I had to use my finger. So I know by using my finger, look. It's just so... Look at this. Look. It's just so much stronger. Pardon me, guys, because even though I know I mentioned things that you guys won't think about, and now you'll think about it as you see it, but my teeth are so much more yellow today. I don't want you to show them off that much. All right, we're going to go into the other side. So there's Celestial right there. So this is the cleaner side. Let me clean off the tip there. So Celestial, the clean side. We're going to go into, I use Angelic. And over here, it's so funny. I do like the name thing. Like what they're doing with the names. So Angelic, over here, Angelic is called Medusa. Like how good and evil is that when it comes to naming? Ooh, Medusa is very pigmented. Alright, I'm just going to do what I did there. And, ooh, Medusa is just as strong as, let me put it down here like I did. I'm trying to do everything that I did. Medusa is just as strong. Angelic over here is a bit stronger, as in you can see the difference, like because it's a peachy pink. Medusa is actually fighting with, what is it, Cunning. because it practically looks the same. But it's okay. The highlighter will fix all that. All that. Just fixing it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go in with our shader brush. We're going to clean it up. I'm doing pretty good. It's so funny because the first eye, do you feel like your first eye takes a longer time and you feel like your second eye, you just like going through it quicker? And now look, I feel like, I don't know. It's just my bad. Because we're only at 15 minutes and this is almost done. So it's going to be nice, 3 decent short videos. Yay, I'm not like, oh my God, half an hour or more to you. Okay, so what are we doing now? Oh, we are going to go backwards. So we are going to go into Power, which is the darkest one. The red. And we're going to pat that in the middle. Like we did over this side. And then we're going to lightly, I'm going to do it on the side of the brush. And we're going to go over here lightly. Like I did over there. And as you could see, it's just much more pigmented. So it's trying to take over the Celestial. Let me see. I mean, the Medusa. Is it Medusa? No, it's not Medusa. Ooh, I'm glad I did not put that on me. Yeah, Cunning. I want Cunning to stay in the running of showing itself off. Okay. But gotta fix those edges. All right, clean it up. We're going backwards now. So we're going to go into Heroic, a little into Heroic, and go right above Power. Right above Power without trying to pass. I should have waited all the way to the very end to clean it up, but I'll probably clean it up again if I feel I went too far. Okay, and we're going to clean up the brush again, and we're going to go into Valor. Right over that. Right. Woo. How cool is that? And you see that Nikki Tutorials? I didn't even put anything down there. All right. Woo, we are doing good. All right. Nikki Tutorials with Ofra. Gonna grab the lightest color. We're gonna stamp. You guys almost fell. We're gonna stamp until I feel like it's almost the same. Okay, there we go. Ooh. And then we're gonna put some right here, right under. No, you hear my daughter coughing. She has a cold. Okay. There we go. Ooh. This is really cute. I think I'm going to be using this as my highlight today. Just, you know, going with everything. All right. So, as you can see, if you could see from top to top, it's like this one's stronger. So, what do you think, guys? I feel Athena is more stronger in color. If you feel I didn't blend enough, if you feel I was a little unfair to Huda, comment down below. Like I said, I would like to know your thoughts. I just feel that Athena is stronger as in pigmentation. Huda's still beautiful nonetheless. Let me go back here a bit. See, it's like this is a little darker. I can blend it out a bit. I don't really, because, yeah, who wants to hang out with a darker eye? I feel I did the same thing. If you guys disagree, please comment down below. Is this dark? It's dark. It's just more pigmented. Check out the pics on IG, okay? You're going to see why I'm saying what I'm saying. Just in general, it's just more pigmented. But I can live with it being, and I don't know, how, do you guys not see the blend? I feel it blends so much better. I'm going to be fair and go back into Huda with some of the saffron. And because I saw some patchiness. It could be my crepey skin too. I'm not blaming Huda for anything, because I love this palette. I don't prefer the small ones so much because they're made in China. I love this palette. She's like, she needs to get cruelty free. That's what she needs to do. All right, there, a little bit more darker. All right. I'm trying to be fair here, but as you can see, if I have to work more on her and less on her, then just, not saying one is better than the other, but I am literally telling you, and you can see for yourself, this one is more pigmented. So I'm going to do everything, and then I'll come back. Bye!